So we're back at the Maruti Suzuki exhibit at the 2023 Auto Expo for the other big unveil of today. It's called the Fronx. We've already seen test mules of the Baleno Cross. That is what everyone was calling it, probably the internal name as well, we don't know. But anyway, it's taken shape as this. But instead of a mere Baleno with some cladding on it, they have significantly changed the look, especially at the front and the rear, to make it look closer to a Grand Vitara than a Baleno, to establish a bit of that SUV or crossover off-road kind of character, to give it a little more marketing charm, let's put it that way. So you see the signature 3-pot treatment for the DRLs as well as the headlight cluster. So you will see all of that arrangement right here, and you'll see a similar arrangement at the rear as well. Even the tail, if you see, it's got that big light bar, and then they have done these 3 stylized light pots to again establish a bit of that familial connection with the Grand Vitara more than the Baleno. But there's no denying it is based on the Baleno. Since we are here, let me also show you the boot. Same boot as the Baleno. मैं वीडियो कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है, कर लो, दिखा दो. At the rear you also see the scuff plate, and now I'm going to show you the rear 3/4. So that is the rear 3/4. You also see the smart hybrid badging right here. You see the tapering or the pinched glass house, and then this is what the cabin looks like. So they've done a red and black theme right here. And we'll wait for this gentleman to get out. Yeah. So here we are in the cabin of this car. Now the instrumentation, the infotainment, it's all very similar to the Baleno. Even the layout or the design is very similar. What you see differently, however, is this panel and the shape of that AC vent. It's been given a bit of a chunky look. They've also changed the color scheme here. Like I said, there's a bit of a tan or brown and black combination, and they've sort of made it into 4 different colors here. You have the tan, you have the black on top, you have a metallic gray right here, and then you have the satin finish inserts right here. So you have these panels right here. The steering design again remains the same, but darker colors used over here to again establish that slightly sportier or slightly more rugged appearance. Rest of the equipment remains the same. You get that wireless charging pad, you get the big smart play screen as well. You also get climate control, and then these are all your controls right here. So in terms of the space also, it will not be very different from the Baleno. I'm going to again show you the rear seats. So in terms of the headroom or the leg room, foot space, etc., all of that is going to remain the same. What is a bit different, however, is the engine options that this car comes with. Right, so what you get under the hood are 2 engine options. At the base is a 1.2-litre petrol engine, both petrols of course. At the base is a 1.2-litre petrol engine that puts out about 89 PS of power, and the top end is the dual jet, the BoosterJet, sorry, the BoosterJet engine. We've seen that in the Baleno RS in the past. Is the 1-litre turbocharged engine, and that puts out about 100 PS of power. But the turbocharging also gives it better torque. It's 147 Newton meters of torque. So that additional torque is something that might attract a lot of people, especially given the intent of this car. They're slightly crossoverish, slightly rugged, sporty thing. But we all know how the Baleno RS was received. So it will be interesting to see if there will be any changes in the way the market reacts to this particular engine in this particular avatar now. Otherwise, you can see that to go with that rugged, sporty intent, you have these body cladding as well. You have slightly squarish wheel arch, not a typical rounded wheel arch, but then the lines on the side should tell you that it has that Baleno connection there. But if you look at the front, they've gone with more angular design themes to make the front end look a little more vertical, a little more upright, to make it feel a little more imposing. So if you look at the grille, that's the Nexa, the next wave grille that they call it. But the front end is very much like the Grand Vitara. So I've been repeating that often, and that's because they want to establish this as more of a Grand Vitara lineage car than just a Baleno. So in terms of the market placement, in terms of the portfolio placement, it will be placed above the Ignis. It will go up with the likes of the Renault Kiger, the Nissan Magnite, the Tata Punch, of course, the Citroën C3. So that's essentially what this car will go up against. And in typical Maruti Suzuki fashion, the paint quality is excellent because this is, after all, an extra product. So the paint quality is quite good. Yes, there are a few plasticky bits here and there, but it all looks like it's nicely put together. It doesn't look like a Baleno that has just been given a cladding and put out into the market. This looks like a more purposeful design, and I'm glad that they've put in that extra effort to make the vehicle look different. You get this roof spoiler, you get the shark fin antenna, you get these roof rails as well, not functional roof rails, but you get it for the look, for that effect, to complete that look. And then at the rear you also see a much more accentuated creases and the reflectors right here. So that scuff plate that I was showing you, it's much larger. We saw some similar treatment on the Ignis as well, and they are giving it a much lighter color to make it stand out, to make it look very prominent. And then you see that right below the rocker panels also you have a bit of that treatment flowing through. It's all to basically enhance that rugged appearance. You will see that at the front as well, that you have that scuff plate right below the front bumper. It's on that chin. So this is what the Fronx is all about. A Baleno cross, or a Baleno with a very different front and rear end, and with that 1 litre BoosterJet. And yeah, before I forget, there's also that pop-out HUD. So let me know what you think about this vehicle. It will come with a 360-degree camera. It will come with a few connected technologies as well. It will have the ability to install apps, etc. The 2 engine options that you have, and the 1 litre, by the way, is only available in the top 3 trims. There are a total of 5 trims that are going to be available. There are, I think, also a total of 5 colors that are available on this, but you can specify a black roof on only 3 of them. I think it's the blue, the red, and the silver, with which you can have a black roof. So this is the car. Let me know, what do you think about it? Do you like the design? Do you think the market will like the 1 litre or prefer the 1 litre this time around? Let me know in the comments below, and if you have any questions about it, put them in the comments below and we'll answer them as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let's now vacate the stage for the next people in line. Take care and drive safe.